Stop. Pay attention. While you might think you make your decisions all on your own, when it comes to peer pressure, all too often, your brain is just following the crowd. It's all around you, every day, an invisible force you're probably not even aware of. It affects what you do, how you think, and who you are. It's called social conformity. The truth is, your brain craves synchronicity and takes comfort in the ease and efficiency of just going with the flow. And whether it's simply knowing what to wear in the morning, supporting your team at the big game, or even marching off to war, we're all programmed to be part of the group. And that's because your brain knows that there's power in numbers. We set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her, except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Listen up for a noon appointment.
Have a seat, and they'll be out in just a couple minutes.
Great,
Thanks so much.
Why was it?
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do? We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on in their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age, when we see members of our group perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following in their footsteps. Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to develop bad habits or repeat past wrongs.
And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act is that similar forces are subconsciously shaping the way you think right now.
Earth, the place that you live, or so you've been told. You have seen this image 1,000 times, in movies, magazines, video games and in textbooks. But you never have, and you never will, ever see it with your own 2 eyes. Yet you believe. Think about that for a second. You blindly believe in something simply because somebody else has told you. But what if it turned out to be a lie? Would you accept it, or would you fight to defend it?
Jesus Christ said, he did not come to bring peace, he came to divide. If he is the truth and he came to divide, then you can conclude that the truth divides. And that's exactly what we are seeing happening in this world today. The truth is dividing humanity like we've never seen before in the history of all history.
Locked! I've come not to bring peace, but a sword. I have come to sow discord between a man and his father, between a daughter and her mother. A man's enemies will be members of his own family.
Watch. The ships sail away.
The same phenomenon Eratosthenes measured could be explained by a flat Earth if the sun were only a few thousand miles away and 32 miles across. The math would work out the same.
time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. 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 Flat Earth Society.